Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and today is the day where we ask ourselves, whatever happened to that palette Wednesday, where we pull out a palette that is from our collection that we have had for a while. We had to have it when it came out, but then we just haven't used it much, or we haven't used it in a while because we've been getting the newest, latest, greatest thing. So today we are going to use the Urban Decay Electric palette. I gave you guys a sneak peek on Instagram and I did a look with it. I don't think I'm going to do the same look that I did in my sneak peek, but I haven't decided yet. So I'm going to play around with this guy right here. It looks like this on the inside. I used to use this all the time. And then I got other palettes that were just also colorful, also had a lot of, you know, variations and pigmentation, and I just kind of, I still use it. I would say this is the palette I use the most out of all the palettes I've used in my whatever happened to that palette Wednesday, but I still don't use it as much as I used to. So I figured I would pull this out, and I think it's still available, but on clearance. It is being discontinued. I don't know for sure if it's still available, but I think it is. So this is what we're going to use today. Before we get started though, I want to thank you guys so much for all of your love on both of my last videos, on the giveaway and on the tutorial that I did using the giveaway palettes. My version of the giveaway palettes. And I just want to say thank you so much for all of your comments, for all of your support, and the way that I handled the troll that came to my channel yesterday. And literally, you guys have no idea what you mean to me, what all of your kind words mean to me. And when I see you guys commenting on different videos and I've started recognizing your names, and I want this to be like a little family. So I decided, because we just keep creeping up in numbers, that I want to do a second giveaway while the first one is going on as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a giveaway once I get to 300 subscribers, but it's going to start now. Like, we're going to try to get to 300 subscribers. If we get to 300 subscribers by June 5th, which is when the first giveaway ends, then what I will do is whichever palette the first winner does not choose will go to a second winner that is also randomly selected from the YouTube random selector. I forget what it's called, the randomizer or something like that. So as long as we get to 300 subscribers by June 5th, which is next Tuesday, then the second palette, whichever one, like I said, the first winner has first dibs, first choice. And then whichever one they decide that they are not going to choose will go to the second winner, which will also be randomly selected. So make sure that you guys are entering in that giveaway. I see that lots of you guys already have, and I'm so thankful. And yeah, so that is that. And let's get started. So I've already done my eyebrows. I did them differently today, and I actually wanted to ask you guys what you thought. I used a darker, like reddish brown pencil. Can't decide if I like it better than the red that I normally do, but let me know in the comments down below because I need some opinions. So we're gonna put our tape right here, and then we're gonna put it on the other side. And then we're gonna grab, or I'm gonna grab my MAC paint stick. I think I'm gonna switch back to the, when this runs out, I think I'm gonna switch back to the Milk, the Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk by NYX. I don't know. I feel like it works just as well, and it's like $4.99 instead of, I think the paint stick is like $22 or something. So yeah, we'll see. I think I'm gonna get I have a Jumbo eyeshadow pencil. I'm gonna pull it out and maybe use it in a couple tutorials and see if I notice a difference, because it's been so long since I've used one that I honestly don't remember. Oh, and so I already put on my Glam Glow Glow Starter Moisturizer, as usual. And then I'm going to take the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. I have had, this is the Instant Pore Eraser. I've had this forever. It's like a silicone-based gel primer. I think it's like the OG, like to the Professional or whatever by Benefit. But I don't know. I kind of stopped using primers a lot, and then even when I do use primers, I just tend not to reach for this one. Not because it's not good, it's really good, especially because it's drugstore, which I will be doing a drugstore, like a full face of drugstore makeup coming up. I have so many videos planned that I'm really excited about, and I've been seeing all of your requests and your comments, and I've responded to every single one. I can honestly say I've responded to every single comment I've gotten. So, and I love it. I love interacting with you guys. I love hearing what you guys have to say. I love talking to you, and I actually want to give a shout out to Mel. I'm not going to say any more information other than Mel, you know who you are. We talked today on Instagram, and I had such a wonderful time connecting with you and talking to you about the things we talked about and just about life. And it's nice to know that somebody, you know, gets you. So I really am happy that you came to my channel, and I'm happy that I messaged you and that we started talking. So hello. All right, now we're going to go in with the actual palette. So before, I did a two-tone eye, and I think I'm just going to do a one-tone eye. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do the same thing on both eyes is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to go in, and if you guys still want to see that look, let me know, and I'll do it. I just want to do something different today. So I'm going to start out with the shade Freak, which is this one right here. Urban Decay has some really interesting shade names. We're just going to put that in the crease and towards the outer portion. And you're probably going to hear my dogs in the background. They're usually in here with me. And depending on how they're acting, and depending on whether I'm home alone or not. So sometimes they're in here with me, sometimes they're not. If my husband is home, they're usually with him on the couch. Or he's taking them for a walk. So I'm just going to put that right there. I'm not going in all the way towards the inner corner. I love that, you know, when I first started my videos, I had like almost 0 subscribers, and when I would ask, you know, oh, let me know down in the comments below, like, it was like cricket, like nobody answered. So it's really nice to get an answer when, you know, when you ask for some ideas and stuff. So we're going to go with the shade Gonzo right here. And we're going to put that on the outer V area, below the green mostly. And I'm sorry, this is the Morphe B81. We're just going to deepen that up. We're going to put another color over top of it though in a second. But yeah, so it's just nice to, you know, when I ask, you know, questions for my Q&A video, my Get to Know Me Better video, you guys had some really good questions, and I've gotten a few questions on advice, and I've gotten a few answers to, you know, just different questions that I've asked you guys. So that is so nice to, for a change, to actually get an answer. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Vice, no, the shade Urban, right here. It's the purple. And I'm gonna mix that over top of the blue. But still trying to stay below the green just so that we still have that green in the crease showing. Also, speaking of questions, I have another question for you guys. Leave a comment down below and let me know what palette you would like to see on my next Whatever Happened to That Palette Wednesday. Think of a palette that you have at home that you wish you used more maybe, or that you haven't ever used or haven't used in a while, and you want maybe some ideas for some looks you could do with it. And if I own the palette, which chances are I do, then I will do a look with it. I can tell you right now, the only eyeshadow palettes that I probably don't have are any Lorac palettes, because that's not true. I have the unzipped palettes. But Lorac, I mostly don't have like the mega palettes or anything like that. And then I don't have any NARS palettes usually. So, but other than that, I should have most others. So I'm going in with my Sugar Pill crease brush, and I'm going to grab that shade Freak again, and I'm actually going to mix it a little bit with Thrash just to lighten it up and make it more bright. And I'm just going to go up right around that edge just to make sure that green stays. I know this is a crazy look, but I don't really feel like you can get anything other than crazy looks with the Urban Decay electric palette. So, and then I'm gonna grab that same Morphe B81 brush, and I'm going to go back into the purple and make sure we didn't lose that pigmentation. Okay. And then I'm going to take my Sugar Pill flat shader brush, and I'm going to, that's this one, and I'm going to go into Fringe, which is right here. It's that beautiful teal color that is a shimmer. There are 4 shimmers for sure, but even the mattes have like a little bit of glitter to them, if you guys haven't seen the palette. And so I'm just gonna pop that between the purple and the lightest shade that I'm gonna use. Okay. And then we're going to grab a smaller flat shader brush, which is from that Morphe Blue collection, which I actually found the pouch for it. It came originally in a pouch, and I didn't know where I'd put it, and apparently there's more brushes in it. And it even includes a bent liner brush, which I'm excited about because my dog chewed the last one I got, so that was fun. I'm mixing the 2 greens together, the Freak and Thrash shades, these 2 right here. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner. Bringing it into that Fringe shade. Tonight I almost even switched up the palette that I was going to use, because I was going to switch it to the Kat Von D Interstellar palette, because I haven't used that one in, oh my gosh, at least a year. So if nobody has any suggestions for a different palette, then that's probably what I will use next week, but we'll see. And then I'm gonna grab that B81 again and go in with the purple and a little bit of Jilted right here. I love all the colors in this palette. And that Jilted is going to brighten up that purple just a smidge. See? I saw some of you guys in Tammy's live this morning. I was like, hey, I know her, I know her. Like Frog Lover Laura, I saw you in the live and I was like, I know her, she's on my channel too. So that was really fun. So it was good to see you guys in there. And then I'm going to grab my M441 and I'm going to go back in with that fringe shade, the shimmery blue, and just re-intensify that again, just because I want all the colors to show. And have their little moment. I love the shade of this palette. I mean, of this mirror palette. I actually want to get, or I'm going to be getting the Creepy Cute palette from Strobe Cosmetics, and there's a shade just like it in there. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of, I think it's the shade Dope from the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. So okay, so that is what we have as of right now. So we're going to remove our tape. And then I'm going to grab a makeup wipe. Oh, thank goodness. I literally thought I was out. That is the last one in this particular pack. So I am lucky that I had one more. Otherwise, I don't know what would have happened to this fallout. And just so you guys know, when we get to 500 subscribers, I'm doing the Husband Does My Makeup tag video. So I'm looking over at him because he's right over there. And he's like, no, he's, I wouldn't say excited, but kind of about doing it. So, but he said he would do it. So going on. My Fenty foundation was on its side, so I think it needs to just be shaken a little bit. Unless this is my empty bottle. You know what? It is. It's my empty bottle. Perfect. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just use the Lancome Regenery Lift, and we'll mix it in with a little bit of the Milani Conceal and Perfect. Apparently I didn't bring the full bottle of Fenty in here, which is weird because I always have it in here. Okay, just gonna dot that on my face. And I don't know, I should have said something in the beginning when you could actually see my eyelids, but I don't know if you noticed, but when I started the video, you could see my eyelids and you could tell, if I would have drawn attention to it, that the eyeshadows that I used yesterday from the Juvia's Place palette did not stain my eyes. I was surprised. I mean, I've used them before and I didn't think that I remembered there being staining, but yeah, I mean, a lot of times, and it doesn't mean that it's bad, you know, but a lot of times red and pink eyeshadows will stain your eyelids because of the carmine or the red 40 dye in them. But with the Juvia's Place palettes, there is no staining for me. Doesn't mean that there won't be any staining for anybody, but it just means that I'm impressed. So, and I will tell you guys a secret, so don't tell anybody else, but I fell asleep last night with my makeup on, which is like the biggest no-no. I never ever do that. I think I've done it like once or twice, but I was watching a movie and yeah, totally fell asleep with my makeup on. Woke up this morning and I was like, oh no, immediately washed my face, and then I thought for sure that I was gonna have staining, especially considering it had been on, you know, all night, part of yesterday. But nope, there was no staining, so I was very impressed. Okay. Let's see. Yep, I like that. I like the way those two mix together. I'm going to go in with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm trying to use this one up as well, because for a while I wasn't using it hardly at all, and then I pulled it back out, and I like it. It's pretty full coverage. I've used it as a foundation before, so it is very full coverage. But would I buy it again? I don't know. I also like to use it as an eyeshadow base sometimes, but there are so many good concealers that are affordable, and again, it's one of those items. And I don't mind spending money on makeup. Like, I have a lot of the Natasha Denona palettes and, you know, some high-end foundations, and I do have some expensive products, but if I can get a less expensive dupe, or something that I love just as much, if not more, from the drugstore, then that's what I'm gonna do. So, which I love that Makeup Revolution concealer. I'm just trying to use up some of my older ones before I go back to that, because, you know, products do expire eventually, so I want to make sure I use them up. I think for powder, I'm going to use the Kat Von D powder, the Locket powder. You guys know that this is also not my favorite, because, I don't know, it just isn't. I have a lot of setting powder that I would rather use, but I want to use it up. And I love a lot of Kat Von D products. This just isn't one of them for me, so. And speaking of favorites, I am going to be doing a favorites video. I think somebody requested it, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing the Q&A. I'm going to be doing a story time where I put on a face mask and I tell you guys a story time. I'm going to be doing a makeup tour video, like I said, with installments. So we're probably going to start with eyeshadow palettes, and that'll be either this weekend or next week. In terms of a schedule, I don't really have an upload schedule. I kind of just upload all of the time, so I hope you guys don't get sick of me. I like to film a lot. I don't know, I know a lot of YouTubers will film like once or twice a week. Some of them it's because they have another full-time job, some of them it's because that's all they want to do, and that's fine. I like to film as often as possible, so I'm just dusting this off with my Real Techniques. The people who were here in the beginning know that this is supposed to be a bronzer brush, but this is like, I mean, really? It's a huge brush. And yeah, so I'm not using it for that. And I feel like it's also way too, like, the bristles are way too spread out but dense at the same time. So I use it to knock off excess powder. I think that is the best use for me. I'm using the Juvia's Place, one of their face brushes. They don't have names on them, but this is the bigger one. Yeah, because there's a blush one, then there's this one. And I would assume this would normally be the powder one, but I use it for bronzer. Because again, I wouldn't set my whole face with this brush, personally. So I'm just using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. Most unique name ever. and I am just bronzing up my face. Not really doing any contouring. I mean, a little right there, but not really. And then I will go into I'll use my Morphe. This is my Morphe M530, my blush brush. I like an intense blush, as you guys probably already know. And I'm actually going to use the purple blush. So wish me luck. I think purple blushes are really pretty. Oh, another question you guys can maybe answer for me in the bottom. So up here is, I use L'Oreal High Color, and you don't have to bleach your hair before you use it. Like, it's kind of a one and done thing. And it turns out this bright. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this baby pink kind of to, I don't know, soften it. It looks a little weird. And don't worry, I'll blend this out. And usually in the past I've used the magenta one, which I love. And this past time I used the red one, like the fire engine red one. And do you guys think I should stick with the red, or do you think I should go more to the magenta to fade into the purple? Let me know what you guys think. All right, time to spray our face. So we're gonna use the MAC Fix Plus that I'm trying to use up. Feels like I'm trying to use up a lot of MAC products, huh? Too much. Woo. Whew. Okay, and I have a highlighter here too that I never use. I got this. This is from Revolution Makeup. It is really pretty. It's a triple baked rainbow highlighter. I know you guys have probably seen rainbow highlighters everywhere, but this one is not as pigmented. See, it's very light, very shimmery, very iridescent, and that, I like that because it's like you can use it together or separately, the colors, but you don't have to worry about the fact that you're gonna have like just a straight up rainbow on your face, which sometimes you want a straight rainbow on your face, but today I don't. So, but I don't usually remember to use this, even though I had to have it when I saw it online. So I'm just gonna use that. That is blinding. I think this highlighter was literally $4. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. The only thing I will say is that because you're mixing in like the blue, the purple, and stuff like that, it will, if you are too fair-skinned like me, I'm not too fair-skinned, but you know, fair-skinned, it will leave kind of like a cast when you look head on. It'll look like I have a bruise here, so we're gonna fix that. And we're gonna use something over top of it, or we're gonna try to fix it. Sometimes you can't fix it, but that's okay, because I'm not going anywhere tonight. I am going to the couch. That's the only place I am going. I'm putting Luna from the Aurora Glow Kit on top. And my husband and I are gonna watch the movie 3 Billboards Outside of something, Missouri. I forget what it's called, but I got it on Netflix on a DVD. And I'm excited about watching it. So that is where I'm going with my glam self, right to the couch. All right. I'm gonna use my beauty blender to kind of tap that into the skin and attempt to make it look less like a bruise. I think it would have been much better if I wouldn't, in this case, not have wet my face first, because wetting my face made it like 10,000 times more intense. But I mean, it is really pretty. I think in this lighting, it's also a little bit darker, so. Okay, so now that our face is done, we are going to go back into our eyes. I'm gonna grab the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in the shade Distortion. And it is like a white with like blue and green and pink and purple, like holographic glitter or iridescent glitter. Again, this has been laying on its side. Some of these products don't do well when they're laying on their side. And I'm just putting that over where the green is. I almost said was. Nope, it's still there. All right. So I'm just gonna put that, and it's just gonna add some sparkle. Might not translate in this lighting. It is completely dark outside at this point. Normally I film earlier in the day. And yeah, so it's a little darker, but there will be close-ups as always on my Instagram, so go check that out. Please. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you know, you can check it out. Okay, I like the way that looks. I've added just the oomph that I was looking for. Now I'm going to go in, as I just said, I have nothing by NARS. I don't have nothing by NARS, but I have no NARS palettes. But I'm going to use the NARS Black Moon eyeliner. And I'm going to put that in my waterline. I'm telling you, my face is like so sensitive. Like, not sensitive in terms of allergic reaction, but like if I don't do my skincare at nighttime or in the morning, if I skip it, it will show when I put on my makeup. So I'm going to spray my face one more time just because I feel like I need the extra hydration. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with, I'm gonna grab the Morphe M432. It is a very densely packed liner blending brush. And we're gonna go back into the Urban Decay Electric palette. And I'm gonna grab the purple mixed with, which is Urban, mixed with Jilted. And yeah, so if I don't do my skincare at nighttime, which I didn't, because like I told you guys my secret that I fell asleep on the couch with my makeup on. So if I don't do my skincare, I definitely see it if I wear makeup the next day. Because my skin is like exact combination, but if I do something to it to dry it out in the least bit, it just goes dry so fast. And if I do anything to make it oily, like eat something oily or, you know, use a product that's for really dry skin, like it will instantly make my face oily. So I have to be careful, and I need to not fall asleep with my makeup on. But every now and then it just happens, right? Okay. Just gonna grab this little flat shader brush, this really skinny one from the same blue set, and just smoke that out a little bit more. Because that one brush is so densely packed that it really places the color well, but it doesn't blend it out that well. Got a little shadow foliage on my face. Foliage, what is that? Is foliage a thing? No, fallout. Okay, we're gonna go in with the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. I bought it, and then I was like, I don't know if I like this. I think I'm gonna return it. Then I never returned it, so then it became mine forever. And so now I'm like, well, I might as well use it. And actually now I really like it, so win-win. At least I didn't waste my money. mascara is a really hard thing for me because it's like all the mascaras that I really love, like the Better Than Sex from Too Faced, the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir, are between like $20 and $26. And for something that you're going to use and throw away after like 2-3 months at the most, I don't know, that's just a lot of money. Am I right? So I feel like I'm always looking for the perfect drugstore mascara. So again, in the comments below, if you have any tips on what I should get, let me know. And comment anything you want, even if you just want to say hey, as long as it's nice. I mean, of course, it can be constructive criticism, like I said yesterday, but just don't be mean to me. Okay, I'm gonna take my makeup wipe and get the foundation off my lips. No, you guys have never been mean to me. You guys are all amazing. And literally, yesterday and today, I have been in happy tears from all of your comments, like repeatedly, because they've just been so sweet and so kind and so nice. So again, thank you guys so much for all of your compliments and everything. I really appreciate it. So okay, let me find a lip liner. Maybe that's like the one thing I didn't pull out. We're gonna use, yeah, why not, I haven't used this one in a while. We're gonna use the I Love Sarai ColourPop Collab Lippy Pencil in the shade 951, I think is what it's called. And yeah, they're not twist up. Okay, so we're gonna need our pencil sharpener. This is not my favorite pencil sharpener. It has ruined a couple of pencils. Okay, it did okay for this one. It's just a nude. Gonna line my lips. I always try to talk to you guys when I'm lining my lips. It's like I say nothing, and then as soon as I start, I have something to say. Okay. Sometimes I'll do a colorful lip with a colorful eye look, but a lot of times I'll just do a nude. Let's see what we have here. We have from the MAC Mariah Carey collection, we have a bit of Butterfly. This is the lightest shade I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it's like, can you even see that? Sort of. We'll put it on. See, that's another thing. I'm trying to use products that I really haven't used. Like, I had to have the Mariah Carey collection. And again, didn't use it. That's why this series is so awesome for me, because I actually get to pull out and use products that I haven't, and that make me completely irresponsible for spending my money on it and not using it. So I think I'm gonna leave it nude like that. I don't know what I think, but it's okay. Thank you guys. Oh wait, nope. Don't thank you yet. Let's put on our setting spray. So I'm gonna use the Too Faced Peach Mist. Spray that all over. Okay. Now I'll thank you. No, I'm always thankful. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to check my Instagram for close-ups. Don't forget about the second giveaway that I told you guys about, and the first one. And I will talk to you guys soon, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. Bye, guys.